Welcome back to Car TV Updates. Imagine this. The camera pans over a broad muscular hood, sunlight dancing off aggressive lines, twin scoops, bold grille, the kind of entrance that makes your heart skip a beat. That's how the 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396 makes its debut on screen. Its presence is commanding before it even fires up. You hear the deep baritone rumble of the V8 as the host leans in, camera close, capturing every vibration in his chest. This is not a mere revival, it's a resurrection of one of America's legendary muscle icons. The video opens with a slow, cinematic drive through winding roads, the Chevelle's rear fenders flexing as torque is pushed to the pavement. Scenic backdrops, glinting chrome, and that unmistakable growl, all part of the experience. As the host narrates, it's back, with modern precision, but soul intact. That's the promise the 2026 SS 396 aims to deliver. When you finally see the cabin, there's a delicate balance between retro homage and modern luxury. Stitching patterns echo classic 60s motifs, round analog dials reside within a digital cluster, and touches of brushed aluminum and carbon fiber mingle. The steering wheel is substantial, with tactile feedback that connects you to the road. The seats hug you enough for spirited driving, yet they're supple and supportive for longer runs. The video lingers on the dashboard, the infotainment screen, the detail in the switchgear, every surface designed to feel both nostalgic and new. In most reviews, the host takes the car out for spirited driving and shows metrics: 0 to 60 times, quarter-mile runs, lateral grip on a skid pad, and braking distances. The 396 in the SS name hints at displacement, a robust V8 at its heart. On camera, the acceleration from a standstill is visceral. Engine growl rises, rear tires chirp, the digital acceleration graph flickers to life. Mid-corner, the car leans, but precise suspension tuning holds control, and the driver keeps pushing. Braking is hard but linear, giving confidence even when demanded. Reviewers point out that despite its muscle car soul, the 2026 Chevelle is no brute. It has drive modes, from relaxed cruising to track readiness. In comfort mode, the ride is composed, absorbing bumps with dignity. Switch over to sport or track, and every input is sharper, the throttle more aggressive, steering more communicative. On the highway, the Chevelle cruises with ease, low interior noise, refinement in stride, and enough torque on tap to overtake without a fuss. Back in the video, there's always a segment where the host parks the car in front of a classic Chevelle or vintage Camaro, drawing comparisons. Photographers swarm to capture juxtaposed angles of old and new. The narration emphasizes lineage, how the SS 396 of yore was a beast in its day, how fans remember the roar of the 396 cubic inch big block, and how this new iteration pays tribute while moving muscle into a new era. One compelling moment is when the host lifts the hood. The engine bay is tight, purposeful, no frills, yet polished. Pipes, wiring loomed, intake shining, heat shielding in place. He runs his hand along the engine cover, speaks of displacement, horsepower, torque, the specs behind the emotion. In some reviews, you'll see overlay graphics: horsepower in the high 700s to 800s, torque curves, redline just under 7,000 revolutions per minute, torque peaking in the low to mid-range. The SS 396 is not just about raw grunt, it's about usable performance. One video takes the Chevelle to a drag strip. The host stages it, launches it, and the tires chirp off the line. The time slips on screen, impressive for such a large, heavy car. Reaction times, shift points, all dissected in slow motion, audio deepened for emphasis on the engine's roar. Then there's the burnout. Rear tires spinning, smoke swirling, a visceral sense of pure power on display. In another segment, reviewers dive into handling. They push the Chevelle through a series of curves, tight switchbacks, and elevation changes. They talk about body control, balance, how the chassis resists dive and roll, how steering feel translates driver commands. On camera, the host sweats a bit, leaning into corners, judging grip limits, pulsing the throttle mid-turn. A split screen may show ideal racing line versus actual tire path, underscoring how capable the car is. Technology gets its moment too. The video shows the infotainment, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, telemetry displays, track timers. Safety features: adaptive cruise, blind spot monitoring, collision warnings. Reviewers note that while purists might grumble at electronic aids, the integration is clean, never intrusive. There's also a camera view showing 360-degree parking, reversing aids, parking sensors, and how the car handles urban maneuvers, not just quarter-mile glory. The video then cycles through styling details: LED headlights, DRLs, the rear diffuser and quad exhaust tips, prominent fender badges, stance, wheel design, tire width. The host usually lingers on details like grille mesh, emblems, the badge reading, SS 396 inches in classic script. Close-ups of the door sills, interior ambient lighting, speaker grills, they all make the impression that this is a meticulously crafted statement, not a hastily assembled muscle fantasy. In many reviews, there's a segment where the host drives past onlookers, in city streets, parking lots, car meets. You see people snapping photos, genre fans nodding in approval, the car drawing attention everywhere it goes. The video cuts to nighttime shots too: lights glinting, exhaust glowing, camera flares, and engine drone echoing in tunnel runs. To conclude, the host returns to a scenic overlook, stops, turns off the engine, and leans on the hood, a moment of reflection. He recaps: "This is a car that embraces its legendary nameplate, but doesn't live in the past. It's power, elegance, and technology fused. It's muscle reimagined. It's a statement that isn't just about speed, but character and presence." The video ends with the Chevelle driving off into the sunset, exhaust note fading, frame lingering, inviting viewers to like, subscribe, and share, and dream. The 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 396, through YouTube's lens, is more than a review topic, it's a cinematic experience. It blends performance data with visceral emotion, design with engineering, heritage with innovation. And when you watch, you don't just learn about a car, you feel it.